Maxwell Priest here. According to the Quran, Surah 2 Yunus, chapter 10, ayat 47, Allah says, to every people was sent a messenger, a prophet. Every people, it means that every nation around the world, Allah sent prophet. Let me read it for you. To every people was sent a messenger. When their messenger comes before them, the matter will be judged between them with justice, and they will not be wronged. Surah Yunus, verse number 47, or ayat number 47. Allah says or claims, or Quran claims, that Allah has sent warners, prophet to every people, every nation, wherever you are around the world. Allah sent a prophet to you. In fact, some of the verses we're going to read imply that to every people prior to Prophet Muhammad were in fact given a warning. Not before, prior to Prophet Muhammad were given a warning. Let me read some verses for you. Verily, we have sent thee in truth as a bearer of glad tidings and as a warner. And there never was a people without a warner, having lived among them in the past. Surah 35, verse 24. You heard yourself. Never. Every people, Africans, they have their prophets. Chinese, they have their prophet. Koreans, they have their prophet. Americans, they have their prophet. Europeans, they have their prophet. You name it, Allah said or says, and or he's still telling you, he sent prophet to you. So don't start saying Muhammad is a prophet. He is not your prophet. Because Allah, prior to Muhammad, sent prophets to every nation. Muhammad is the final one. Seal of all those prior prophets. Is that what the Quran says? Or Muhammad doesn't say that Muhammad is a seal of prophets? Here we are. We are still looking for prophet who was sent to China. I'm still looking for a Chinese prophet. I want to hear what message he has, a Chinese prophet. And Korean's prophet, what they have. Do they have their book? Because they said they're giving a book too. Let me read some more verses. But there were people before them who denied the signs, the people of Noah and the confederates of evil after them. And every people plotted against their prophet to seize him and dispute by means of vanities therewith to condemn the truth. But it was I that seized them, and how terrible was my requital. Thus was the decree of thy Lord proved true against unbeliever, that truly they are companions of the fires. You see, this is Noah. But let me make it clear. Combining all the above texts we just read, we are left with no conclusion that Allah sent a warner to every people. And that in each case, the people plotted against the prophet that had been sent to them. However, according to Surah 35, verse 24, I went to commentator Ibn Kathir. This is what he said. And there never was a nation but a one had passed among them. Means there was never any nation among the sons of Adam, but Allah sent warners to them and left them with no excuse. This is exactly ayat 35:24 according to Ibn Kathir. He's a Sunni commentator. Brethren, where is a warner for Africans, for Americans, for Chinese, for Europeans, for Indians, for Russians? I'd love to hear a Russian prophet. His voice could be scary. Could be like, oh, scary. But where are these? It's serious. This is very serious. We need to know. Allah said, And verily we have sent among every ummah a messenger. And this woman said, this prophet said, worship Allah and avoid all false deities. Then of them were some whom Allah guided, and of them were some upon whom the straying was justified. Chapter 16, verse 36. And there are many of similar ayat like this one. It said, we have sent among every ummah a messenger. I need evidence of a messenger sent to Chinese, a messenger sent to Russians, to Africans, to Canadians, to USA, Americans, to Mexico, Mexicans, Brazilians. Where is your messenger, brothers? Now you know you can't trust Allah. A lot of stories. Most will come with all sorts of excuses, but these verses say the messengers were sent prior to Muhammad, self-proclaiming prophet. Master Priest here, do you still trust Allah? If yes, who is the name or what is the name of your prophet? If you're Chinese, if you're an American, what's the name of your prophet? If you're African, you should name your prophet. Otherwise, if you go to Muhammad, then either Qur'an is fourth, or Allah is fourth, or the entire Islamic thing is fourth. There's no other way around it. Only Jesus is Lord and God. Come to Jesus. There's no fake stories here. Truth will set you free, and He is the truth. Shalom again.